welcome to YOUCANIC Garage. In this video I'm going to show you how to find out which ABS wheel speed sensor is defective. So 80% of the time when you get the ABS light, traction control, stability control, DSC, TSC, whatever your car manufacturer likes to call stability and traction control and or ABS, because they all use different names, but it's the same system, it's just called different. A lot of times, 80% of the time, it's a bad ABS wheel speed sensor. A lot of times, though, you don't know which one it is. It's front left, front right, back, whichever. So you don't know. So I'm going to show you how to actually find out which one is defective. And then, if maybe it's one of the cases where it's 20% of the time, there is another issue. It could be things like the steering angle sensor goes bad on a lot of cars. It's mounted right back here, detects what angle your steering wheel is turned, because that's used to determine, for stability control and traction control, to keep, the car in the correct track, basically. But that goes bad in a lot of cars as well. So I'm going to show you how. But first, we're going to look at how to actually find out which ABS wheel speed sensor is defective. So this is a Mercedes, but the procedure is the same on all makes and models. As I said, it might be called slightly different, but you'll get the idea. You'll find very quickly what your car manufacturer is calling the stability or ABS. So select the scanner to the OBD2 port. Your OBD2 port is under the dash. Sometimes it's further really deep in there, so it's a little tough to see and find, but they all have it down there. So go to diagnostics on the home screen, select your make, then your model. You can do smart VIN. That's going to work most of the time. There's a few cases where smart VIN doesn't detect the correct model, but you manually can select it. And then go to control modules, as you see in this screen. So once you select control modules, select chassis, then select electronic stability program. That's what Mercedes calls it. Sometimes it'll just say ABS, sometimes it'll say DSC, something along those lines. You will get it. If you're not sure which one it's called, well, go back here and do a quick scan. It'll go through all the control modules and it'll show you the ABS, whatever it's called, in your car. It'll show you that module and the fault code, so you can't really miss. But let's go back to chassis electronic stability program. In this case, go to live data, wheel speed sensors, and then you look at that. It shows you the wheel speeds at each of the wheels. Left front axle, left is driver's side, okay? So that would be left front or driver's side front. And then you get left rear, so driver's side on the back. All of them are 0 because I'm not moving, but if I put it in gear and start driving, then you can see they all are moving. All right, so if one of them is not, then you found which one is defective. The one that what I actually like to do is, because one of them might not be stuck at 0, but it might read but a lot lower, much different than the rest. So go to graph, go to merge graph. If you look up here at the top, you have all the sensors color coded, and then you have the numbers. So blue it says 00 left front, right front is 00 is this purple, and so on. So all of them right now are at 0. If I start to drive, look at that. Okay, and they're all tracking together. Okay, so this is helpful, like if you have a sensor that's very picky, that's still reading but it's not reading right. And then if you change that and you still have the issue, the tongue gear on the axle might have a 1 or 2 broken teeth, and that could be your problem. But anyway, you can see that. Now if I were to turn the left tires, I'm turning left, are going to read a little bit slightly different, but that's normal. Let's go back again. You see those? I'm on a tight turn, full turn, so you are gonna see that separation right there. That's normal. That's how it should be. Okay, but if you're going on a straight line and you're seeing those lines not matching, overlapping on top of each other, then you've found out which ABS wheel speed sensor is defective. So in this case, they're all good, but in your case, they might not be. So hopefully this helps you. But as I said, if you scan and you look at the live data and they all look good, go back, read the codes, and this will actually tell you what your problem might be. So maybe you're in those 20% of cases, and your problem is something else, not a bad ABS wheel speed sensor. Sometimes people like to go and change all of them, but there's no point changing all ABS wheel speed sensors if they're not effective. What we see a lot is people saying, hey, I changed all of them, I still have the problem. Well, you probably didn't, that wasn't your problem in the first place. So you just replaced 4 ABS wheel speed sensor and wasted a couple hours or who knows how long to just replace sensors you didn't have to replace. So it's really helpful to have a good scanner that can read all control units, and definitely your ABS and traction control. So this will help you with that. ABS wheel speed sensor is usually like $30. You don't need to go to the dealer to spend $500, $600 plus diagnostics. So $500-600 to replace a ABS wheel speed sensor in some cases, and then they charge you another $200-300 for the initial diagnostics. It just gets really expensive. So you might want to invest in a good scanner so you can do your own repair and troubleshooting. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.